This is Melvan McGregor, better known as Majeli. You are watching Belizean Legend.
This is Belizean Legends, and I'm Bilal Morris. Today we will be speaking with one of the legendary Belizean horn players, an awesome saxophone player from the 1960s, 70s, Melvan McGregor, better known as Majeli, aka Majeli. We want to bring this awesome musician to the forefront of the Belize music scene because I think that there is a lot of people that have forgotten that Majeli was one of the best that Belize had ever produced in terms of a musician that was playing jazz music. Because Majeli, you know, we talk about the fact that people say they're playing jazz.
Yeah.
And I never forget when you came out with an album and I showed it to Evan High in Belize, and he said to me later when he heard it, Majeli is playing jazz. With that, my brother, I want to introduce you to Belizean Legends, and it's so an honor for you to come in and to speak with us, Majeli.
Yes,
Thank you so very much again for coming in and for telling the story and for bringing some of this awesome history, Belizean music history, to the forefront. Majeli, I want to go straight into before your career. There is something I need to clear up. The formation of the band Bamiki Bandula, because that's when I first, and when a lot of people first saw you, my generation, what we call post-Hattie generation. But before that, there were people who knew about you, like Nelson Fuller and all of them that came before us. But our generation, me, Carl, and so on, and your brother Deli and Michael Hyde, we were like post-Hattie generation children. So a lot of Belizeans who became awesome musicians during that time did not know about you. I saw when you came in 1979, we saw you at Zoba the Greek. And when I saw you play, I was about 16 years old. And when I saw you play, I was like, wow. It's like I was hearing a flip from Freddie Hubbard's and hearing a flip from the Crusaders. What the name of that horn player and the Crusaders?
Winton Feather.
When I first hear you at Zoba the Greek in 1979, right?
When I left Belize,
that's when you came back on the scene. But go straight into the history. How did the band Bamiki Bandula actually form?
This band formed. This was the Harmonists. See, when I came back in Belize 1979, Dickie Strong was there. In 1978 trying to put a band together with Kenrick the Shiga and some other musicians covering a line in Belize play at Church. I passed there and heard him, but me and Dickie Strong went way back when in 1971, 72 when I went to New York, Brooklyn, New York, from Ottawa, Canada. When I migrated to Ottawa, Canada, I used to go over to Brooklyn, New York, and when I bought my first my saxophone, he's the one who take me to the store in Manhattan. We catch a train, we went and played.
And you knew each other from way back then?
Oh yes, because he was a trumpet player first. When I was a trombone player in Queen Elizabeth.
He come from the legendary, what was the name of his father?
Roy Strong.
Roy Strong, awesome trumpet player right there.
See, he was playing in his father's band as a youth. When I was 14 years old, I was playing in hostel, the Queen Elizabeth Youth Royal Hostel School.
About that story.
That's a juvenile hall in Belize.
But heavyweights.
But I wasn't in there. See, my father and Inspector Anderson, Robbie Anderson, the music teacher and conductor of that band. Luso came from that bad boy school too. He was a guitar player. And he was a euphonium. Within that hostel band, when I got in there, I was trombone. Dickie Strong was trumpet in his father's youth band too. Up on that street that Burial Ground is on. What do you call that?
Cemetery Road.
Cemetery Road, At a large hall. down by Euphrates Avenue and that same cemetery road. And to tell you the truth, while I was in there playing, the trombone came from Carl McGregor, my little brother, godfather, Giffy Moss. These are the original.
Giffy Moss.
That's the original.
That's a new name for you there, Belizean music history for you.
Oh, yeah. It was Aston Bill, Giffy Moss, Barney Cervantes. That's Bill Belisle, stepfather, raised him from a child. They were right over the fence from my grandfather's yard on Pleasant Street. Septimus Booth. Me and Glenn Booth and Neville Booth share the same grandfather because my mother is their father's sister. So this whole thing happened on Pleasant Street. The Melody Swingers upstairs and Pleasant Street over the next door.
Vibrant musical time.
Oh my goodness. Then you have Randy's uncle Huey Goff, alto saxophone, C. Young tenor sax, Barney Cervantes, banjo, Giffy Moss trombone, my father upright bass, Aston
Carl said
Bill.
your father was at the arbitrary at the funeral that Mr. McGregor was the first to bill and play a jazz standing bass.
Of course. The way how this happened.
Belize was the first to bill and play the first Belizean jazz.
You see, because he was a guitar player. Yeah, he was a bad guitar player in Belize. That's how he met my mother at 16 years old. And end up having 10 of us.
Yes.
You see. But me and Carl Band and Pleasant Street. But and then Giffy Moss was Carl Godfather. Each one out of that original band, the Melody Swingers, like Aston Bill, the drummer, they used to be godfathers of the kids, them, each other kids. So he gave Giffy Moss, Mr. Giffy Moss, trombonist, gave my father the trombone for Carl, his godson.
Wow.
And in our house we have instrument hang up from these other guys.
Yes.
And I took to the trombone. My mother came over here, visit my brother on vacation, and went back and took me direct to Hostel Music School that Queen Elizabeth built. No, Queen Elizabeth after that sent a whole bunch of brand new instruments for the Hostel band. I got a brand new trombone from her.
Yes.
And within that Hostel band, I made a combo with me and Luso. We used to, I think it's Alcacer.
Yeah, Lucy Alcacer.
Yes. He was playing euphonium, but he played the guitar in there too. So I go there, when I go there after we have the band rehearsal, the march band rehearsal, they give us permission to go in the back, in a room where all the instruments store. And we started to put the big bass drum together and one of the turn it into a snare and the clap cymbal, we put it on a stand, and we had Dexter, he was playing sax in the Hostel band too, and we put him on the drum, and he was good, and we made a combo. So I started lead that little band in there at 14 years old. And they used to, Mr. Clark used to send us out to play at the health center because they see people come at the window watching us playing all the La Bamba and all them songs. Apart from the march music we used to play. So people used to come to the window at the hostel building and look through and watch us, and so they started hire us to play at the health center in Christmas time for the kids and stuff like that. And Mr. Clark, that's the way the boys they get out because they can't come out of school, only me could go home. Right. I was the first I was the first partial student.
Check it out. And then going back to the whole story of Bamiki Bandula, thanks for that historical piece there you just gave me, Majeli, because that's Belizean music history for you there. But the formation you were talking about, how you and Dickie was able to connect way back in New York. And so the genesis of Bamiki Bandula actually started there then.
No, Bambiki started 1979. When I reached Belize, 1979, when you see me absorbed by the Greek. Dickie I've already long done been there before me, forming his own band, done at his Uncle Carl Coffin House and Dean Street there with Heinrich Besiegel and other guys. But when I got down to Belize and I Randy Schaff, Delhart McGregor, Carl McGregor, and Heidi, my nephew, Elvin Lewis, Juice, used to play the keyboard, Randy and trumpet. That was the harmonics. So my father managed them because the senior harmonics is my father and some of the members of
senior harmonics.
Melody Swingers.
Right. Yes.
So I used to, when I got down there, I used to take them to Johnny Ma's Club at the Yaba Bay at Belize. That's a place that, you know, it's forbidden to the government.
Yes.
And they used to ask my father, why you take them down there to play? But that's where I get my influence from these jazz greats. Pete Mathews, Bill Belisle, Carl, you know, my cousin Neville Booth. So at 16 years old, I started going down there and influence from the original Messengers. These are the first two saxophone players Ray-Ban had, Bill and Pete. But when I listened to them, they were so jazz influenced by the jazz album like Charles Died, Johnny Coltrane, Charlie Parker, Miles Davis, Clifford Brown. They had these records, and me as a 14 years old child going around them, listening to that and hearing them play this style. They're very influenced by this style. I loved it. Compared to hearing my father, the big swing band, the swing and Spring Paris Parada, Tom Dorsey, and what's the name of this guy? Champagne guy, man.
Stan Getz, no Stan.
No, anyway, this is one of these big bands from way back in America.
You know the Duke.
Not Duke, man, Champagne Bubble. Oh my goodness. But Glenn Miller was right. They followed them because Melody Swingers didn't have singers. They had.
That's what I was about to tell you, because Prof and all you legends that comes up that was in the music scene, Prof was saying that they didn't have those singers. And there was this Jamaican band that came.
Eric Dean.
He said Eric Dean, tell them, put the man on, let him sing. He said that's how you got his break.
You see, because Melody Swingers was a swing band. The kind of music they played, they had 4 saxophone, maybe 3 trumpet, 2 trombone, telegraph, Stanley Garth and Huey Garth. These are musical families. That's where Randish came from. That's
playing swing music. Melvan. That is seriously interesting there, brother. Because that's some
Statoni Gab. You know, all these. That's why I say the harmonics, Randish Garth, my little brothers, that they're the new harmonics of the legend.
They were the new harmonics.
Because from Melody Swingers, turning some of the old man, they want to continue on the generation of music change. From the swing to the singing. R&B. So my father and Austin Belisle, the original drummer for the original Melody Swingers, they went on to do the harmonious thing and start getting Anthony Richards, Flowers, Anthony Jones, and come and sing. Papi pull up him around. When he come from America, it was about, they were young. Me and him go up there and Junior Crawford again. My father recruit them young guys. You know, and up at Tavern School spot. You know. So when I went to Canada in 1979 to
1969.
Sorry about that. But 1969 I migrated to Ottawa, Canada. And that's when I got there. I went on Ottawa University campus at the pub, and this priest started invite me to play my saxophone. But when I get there, at the pub they have the jazz student them from the university go down there.
Yeah.
And I start, clicking, and I got my first real book from there.
Yeah.
The jazz real book.
Yeah.
But then after a while I started. But before that, I went up to a place called Pestalozzi College in Ottawa.
Yeah. So you were already reading music at that time, right?
From Postel Music School.
I figured that.
But when I get out there, it was a different type of reading. So they start taking me further.
Get adjusted to that.
Yes, Pestalozzi College, they had a big symphony orchestra upstairs, and I was introduced to them, and it was a different thing. Because they had to teach me some things too.
Right.
To fit in the proper way.
The repertoire just expand from there on.
Exactly.
You got to a new level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And from there, about a year after, a jazz French pianist, John Boudet. His voice like Oscar Peterson, young too like me, but I said, how could a young person play like this? He liked the way I play too, so we linked together and we hang out. He said, I want to take you to old Montreal to meet Saïd Abdullah Kabir. He said, this is a black man with bald head. He run from America and come over here get dropped from the Vietnam War. So he's the professor at Montreal University. I said, oh yeah? He said, and you know what? He runs the Mojo Club, which is in the Jazz Encyclopedia, and you gotta meet him. That experience I had with that brother, that man, that giant, will stay with me for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Because he taught me a lot of things, he influenced me, just like the first influence I get was from Pete and Bill back home.
That was
those were they were my
influence too.
Yeah.
In terms of stepping up to a higher ground.
But when I leave Belize after when I got 19 years old and come in the bigger world, and I really see the real monsters, them that they've been influenced by.
Yes.
I said, wow.
Yes.
I left there.
Yeah.
My brother invited me to, like I said, I used to come down from Ottawa, go to Montreal, and go over to Brooklyn, see the kid, go to my sister, and the 70s, I think 1972, my other brother, the original Pick Majeli, invited me to California. And I come here and I love California. I said, well, this is next to Belize weather and the beautiful place and everything.
And then when you went home in 79, then after being away for 10 years in Canada, back and forth between New York, checking out Dickie, you then surfaced in Belize again. That's when we saw you at the Zoba Greek playing an awesome horn.
Right.
And then the Damiki Bandula story, the formation is beginning then to happen.
Because when I get there in 1979, I start tape. The harmonists, which is Carl McGregor, Elwin McGregor, myself, and we used to bring Heidi with us, Michael Hyde, down to here around Sunday afternoon and do jam sessions. I have already had prepare car
and it was jazz and progressive jazz that you were playing then.
Smooth jazz.
You weren't playing no pop music or anything. You was just.
We let Deli sing some.
Okay, sing some, but you were mostly introducing the scene to the jazz.
Because Freedom Jazz Dance from Eddie Harris is the first thing I start Carl and Delia Foot, and Pork Pie Hat by Charles Mingus. And Dolphin Dance by Herbie Hancock. And then I do this, that's the bebop swing. And now we're coming into the smooth jazz. I'm gonna knock on your door by Aretha Franklin. I played that instrumental, first saxophone player in the whole world played that instrumental back then. Because I'm going to do a little Grover Washington thing with that too. Then I did Friends and Strangers by Ronnie Lars. And then People by Phil. I made that my own. Yes.
Check it out.
I mixed that. I mixed that together.
You're messing with some serious stuff there, but
and play these instrumental and mix that with that kind of jazz.
It's like one big salad right there. Everything was in that pot.
Yes, because I learned these things from Mathews and Bill Belisle.
Yes.
And Lizen and them guys and my cousin never good.
Yeah, never good.
They used to go and play in Johnny Mar's club, the very same club, when I was 14 years old, 15 years old.
Yeah.
And Sunday afternoon time, that band, that was out. The Messengers,
Yes,
the original serious Messengers, they turned Belize upside down. They were like the Beatles. When they go to chorus, thank you guys, they left 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning.
I was always wondering though, Majeli, that there's no recording on the Messengers. We were not recording.
Way back then, Radio Belize
have it in the archives. I gotta look at
they record the Messengers.
Yeah, because I've been asking people for a while now in Belize, where can we find the music on the Messengers to get a man like Bill Belisle and all these people? You know, got a generation that came in my time never heard that.
Yeah.
And those music need to be played now.
It does.
Because they have been forgotten, because we don't have the music. If it's locked up in an archive,
it's there.
In Belize, then it needs to come out.
Because, the first radio Belize, the only radio station they had back then, they used to come and Glenwood and the Messengers.
Yeah.
They used to go record there. My uncle Talibud to go record upstairs at Radio Belize. They got a voucher, they pay them. Yeah. So they have these music there at these old guys. And it was only 2 tracks they used to record on. Yeah. You know, all of Ray-Ban, all of them. They have things with them there. Yeah. But you only could get it from the first original Radio Belize.
Check it out.
Cause they have that live.
They have it. You know, I hope they have not lost it when Radio Belize privatized and all these media houses bought out the whole archive, ended up in Love FM. Yeah. Why is it that we are not hearing if Love FM bought out those things? Yeah. Why is it that we are not playing those legendary players?
And they have to play
them. Know, and the most of I've heard, Majeli, in terms of those legendaries, Pablo Clark.
Oh yeah,
Ray-Ban. Yes, that was an awesome saxophone player also, right?
He was not as awesome as Bill.
I know that. Ooh. And that's why we need to hear the Bill Belisle and them. Because that's the only thing we have heard that it was true Lord Ray-Ban, because Lord Ray-Ban but Bank Wedding. That's how we heard Pablo Clark. But I've heard my father talk about Pablo Clark as a boy, but I didn't know who that was until I heard about Bank Wedding. Yeah. So we need to hear who Bill Belisle is, because
Bill Belisle and Pete Mathews is the first saxophone players.
Yeah. I used to actually hear Pete play live because he was my relative.
Yes.
But Bill Belisle, I used to hear about the man, and I used to see Specker come around Pete and used to do certain things with Pete.
Yeah.
And I hear Specker play, but the Bill Belisle is like a mystery to us music lovers who wanted to hear that awesome saxophone player right there. What's good it is for you to be telling me about Bill Belisle and how National Archives in Belize cannot be playing on legends, bro.
They have them. You know? They have them. They have them on 2 track right there.
Yes.
They have them.
And I just want to say you're watching Belizean Legends. I'm Bilal Morris, and we are speaking with the legendary Melvan Majeli McGregor, one of Belize's most awesome saxophone player. And Melvan Majeli McGregor was playing jazz. I mean, this brother is serious. We want to go back to the Bamike Bandula story, because it's a beautiful thing, this right here, because as we are telling the Bamike Bandula story, I love how you're just bringing in that music history, Melvan. I just love how you're bringing in and all these people who influenced the whole era. Yeah. The Bamike Bandula era. All these people, these legends that influence, and I like how you're just bringing them in while we tell that story. And so, at Johnny Moss, you were playing the Harmonettes Club. They were playing with the Delbert and Carl and Mike and
Delhart McGregor, Carl McGregor. These are my 2 younger brothers.
2 younger brothers, yes.
And we used to take Michael High with us on Sunday afternoon with my nephew and Randy. Not the son of the Melody Swingers. And Sunday afternoon we do this these jam
So
sessions.
that was already starting before the name Bamiki even came on the scene.
Time.
So you're explaining where the genesis then. That's Belize music history
from.
that has to be laid
So,
straight.
yeah.
So people were saying,
yeah.
there are a lot of Belizeans who say that the first time they hear jazz play was with Bamiki.
Yeah.
But you are making a clarification in history. If people were going to Johnny Marshall's club and they were hearing that harmonics group, they would have been hearing jazz from then.
Well, you see the government people, the uptown people, like there's some people that wouldn't go, wouldn't go down to Yabra. But they would hear about it. Yeah. Only the people that would go down to Yabra. Yeah. You see. Yeah. But Dickie came one afternoon and he said, look here, Majeli, I like what you are doing with your brother. And then he said, can I come and play with you? I said, go bring your sax.
And he had Dickie Strong had a band at the same time.
His own band.
He had a band. And who was
Kenrick, the Sheen.
Yes, Kenrick, the Sheen and other people. Yeah.
So I tell him, I said, come on, jam with me then. Yes. And he gonna get his
But
sax.
it was not the name Bamiki at the time.
The Harmonists.
But Dickie's band, what was he calling his band at the time?
I don't know what the name
was. But it was not Bamiki at that time.
No.
Yes.
But when he came and he knew I had the heat. Yeah. Because when I drop in Belize,
he knew you all along, boy. You came from Canada to New York.
He knew everything.
He knew that you were nothing to play with. He knew that.
He knew everything.
Dickie knew that you were an awesome Belizean musician like himself.
And he's awesome himself.
Very much. Yeah.
But the thing is, I know to put it in young musicians.
Yeah.
To get a song out of them.
Yes.
Obviously, he didn't know to do that.
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah.
So he tell me, well, ask your father.
Yeah.
My father, Daddy Mac.
Yeah.
Godfrey Llewellyn McGregor.
Yeah.
Ask your father to let me come and play with you and your brothers then. Yeah. I tell me one man, I said, you know something? My father don't want to come and play with me and my brothers then, so let him come. And he used to come downstairs to our house because I'm 29.
I remember that. I used to go down there and hang out with Carl.
Yeah, he come down here and start playing with us. After he played with us at Johnny Marshall's club and hanging with us. Little bit after that, he crashed that band he was making and he decided he want to hang with me and my family. Yeah. Did he? Yeah. And from there, we had our own system, our own speaker, but he had two speakers and a mixing board.
Yeah, he brought a 36-track audio console.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I said, no, I think it was that.
Is it it's 24, 36?
I think it was 24 or something.
24.
But he didn't know what to do with it.
Take it out.
So now that I got him with my family and my father get tight. He started calling my daddy too and everything because they're going to work together now. Yeah, he accepted as one of the boys. Yeah. So I tell him and I tell my father and my little brothers and I see this thing in America and in Canada. Yeah. When I go out, I went to Berkeley University campus. It's a matter of fact. I went in as Bob Marley guest
at
the Greek Theater behind that university in 1977.
Berkeley University?
Yeah.
Have you placed that right there?
Oh yeah, I used to go up there. And anywhere where I travel, I find a
great music is at Berkeley.
I find a university campus to go and hang out and start mingling with the musicians. Right away, I did it in Canada. I did it in here at USC. Up in UCLA, I did it in Berkeley University.
You were associating with the right places to develop your craft.
That's what music did with me. It drives me to want to meet the people and to, I wanted to capture the jazz progressions and skills over here. Bill Belisle and Pete Mathews drove me into that. You dig? And what really happened after we got this band they could come and play with us. We decided, we want to stay and we're going to just make this a thing. Then we went to Central Park, first band to play.
Central Park. That's when you say you saw the picture your nephew was showing you in and you were calling the band Bamiki, but at the time that band was actually the Harmonists.
The name going to change. The name going to change about a few months after that.
Run the story, bro.
Because after one of our jam sessions down with Yabra, me and Dickie and my little brothers, them and Hardy, we went to Haven's Club. We wanted to visit Ray-Ban. We went up there that Sunday night after we finished play at the Mars Club and had a little jam session. And the doorman tell us, you can't come up there here. Well, you know all them little call of them and they're young. Their little ego going to flash because they know they're good. How this man going to turn us back? And I tell the guy, I was drinking then. Sorry and forgive me from drinking my
That's quite alright.
I said, you know something? I'm coming back here and take this club away from Ray-Ban next week. I promise you that.